Hey everybody, thank you for joining. Today we are going to be making an awesome meatloaf and some mashed potatoes, and we're going to make it great food, and it's all dairy and gluten free. So let's go make some food. Thank you for watching Chaos Entertainment, gluten free and great tasting. Here are your hosts, Greg and Corine Helton. Here is what you're going to need for your mashed potatoes. 1 to 1.5 potatoes per person. Nice dash of salt to taste. You will also need some butter and milk. Now for your meatloaf, you're going to need beef, a good quality beef, well marbled, about 8. You'll need crackers. I use Shards because they're gluten free. And you want some big clumps in there. A half a cup of diced onion. You will also need about a half a cup of milk. We're going to be using soy milk as a substitute. 2 eggs. A teaspoon to a tablespoon Worcestershire sauce. About a quarter to a third cup mustard. A quarter cup of ketchup or barbecue sauce. Just a little bit of ginger powder. Some cinnamon and cloves. Some diced mushrooms or pre-cooked bacon bits make a great additive and flavor.
3/4 teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon basil, half a teaspoon oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon white pepper or black pepper.
Heat your oven to 375 degrees. Now it's time to prep your meatloaf. Cracker crumbs in. Add the milk.
In.
Oh, yummy. Get a spoon or something.
Give it a little bit of a stir.
Notice how she didn't pulverize all the crackers. You want some bits in there that are kind of big.
It's about 1.5 pounds of hamburger, ground beef, or you can use a mixture of meats. Just want to make sure they kind of all stay the same color. 2 eggs.
What kind of fat ratio for the meat? The normal kind of hamburger?
Yeah, just normal. Whatever you prefer. We're going to add in the seasonings. Some, if you like them, some chopped mushrooms. Same with
About
onion. About
third,
a
half a
cup.
cup
Yeah,
to a third
about
cup.
Half a cup to a third cup, depending on flavor. Diced onions. They're better if they're smaller. Hint, hint. And then Worcestershire sauce, approximately a tablespoon-ish, depending on your taste. Same thing with mustard, about a tablespoon, give or take. And you can use a brown mustard if you prefer that, or that's what you have.
What about spicy Asian mustard?
You could use an Asian, whatever flavors you like. Same thing with ketchup. If you're more of a barbecue sauce fan, a couple tablespoons worth.
Oh yeah, barbecue sauce.
Those are all just the seasonings that are based on what you like. And then you just want to mix it all together so you can have it well mixed, but not mushy.
Look at it squishing between her fingers. Reminds me of making mud pies when I was a kid. And she turns the bowl as she stirs. She needs to get slightly smaller gloves for her.
Baking sheet lined with tin foil so that it's easier cleanup. You still have to wash your pan, but sure a lot easier this way. Now we'll pour this onto the pan and then shape it
Notice how she has one hand clean too to help manipulate.
You can also use a loaf pan if you have that and prefer. And if you find you get too many vegetables, your vegetable to meat ratio is too high, or too many vegetables to your meat, you can always add more ground beef or ground meat.
What happens if you have too much vegetables?
Then it doesn't stick together.
Oh, perfect timing.
It goes into a 375 oven for an hour approximately. We'll check it at the 40-minute mark. So I've got a bunch of potatoes here peeled and quartered. They're going to go on high. They're starting in cold water. We're going to make mashed potatoes.
Oh, that looks so
good. Meatloaf. It's kind of fallen a little in the middle. It shows that my mix was a little bit too loose.
Too much liquid or too much onion?
Yeah, the chunks were too big, and I probably could have used a little more meat and binder.
Ketchup for flavoring is the norm in my home. That still looks so good. The smell is amazing. Try it. Scratch the screen. I dare you. I bet you can smell the screen. I can bet you. Smell that. Just smell it.
The oven for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
And how long do your potatoes take?
They'll take about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Once they start boiling. I'm going to make some hemp milk or hemp milk-like beverage. Depending on how much you want, it's usually 2 to 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts.
And why do you do this?
It's a dairy-free option. The soy milk that I currently have is too sweet, so I'm going to use something else. And
Hemp
then
milk. And it's not pot milk.
yeah, so then about a cup of water.
What's on the bottom?
That's the hemp seeds.
Oh, okay.
So you can either use a flat plate on your Magic Bullet, or if you have a Vitamix or a good strong blender, tighten it in.
Magic bullets are awesome. Then you just strain it.
Yeah. Well, depending on what I'm using it for, but yeah. Somebody doesn't like the hemp hearts in its mashed potatoes.
Okay, now we got the potatoes cooking.
I'm just going to check to see how they are. If they pierce in.
Well, why don't you lift on the spoon up real fast so they can see what you're doing.
Them up if they go in easily. These are just about done. Depending on the size of potatoes, it'll take.
Yep, that looks done.
Yeah.
Otherwise they get too broken and goopified. And then it just becomes potato soup. Mixer bowl, strainer.
I'm going to use about a half a stick of butter or dairy-free butter, whichever you use.
This one's a pretty good one. This one does not have nuts, which is an awesome thing for me. Because, I'll kind of die.
I just break it up so that it melts a little faster when you throw the hot potatoes on top.
Oh, look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Get yourself your little mixer. So you don't got a mixer. Oh, where'd it go? Can use one of these handy dandy things. Potato masher, old-fashioned style. Okay, she's going to strain the milk. That's it? A little bit at a time?
A little bit at a time.
Well, it looks like vanilla seeds.
Couple pinches of salt. According to what you like, according to taste. You just want to stir down your sides so that you get it all mixed in. So the amount of moisture left in your potatoes will determine how much milk you need to add. Milk. You'll add milk, butter, and salt to taste for the level of creaminess and flavor that you want.
Oops. That looks so yummy.
Stir them up.
I know one friend will be watching this video and he will be drooling.
Perfect.
Right, Steve? Now let's get that meatloaf out of the oven. Oh yes, look at that baby. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. This is the reason why it's tinfoil. Now, barely have anything in the garbage, and look, not that much to clean up instead of a caked on mess. Okay, so we want to let this sit for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I think it was. You know, let the meat kind of solidify and stuff so before you transfer it. Oh, look at that. That looks so yummy. Transfer to plate. That looks just amazing. Look at that. Oh. One of my wife's most favorite comfort foods. Mishy taters. I hope you enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed making that video. If you guys want to help me continue making these awesome videos for you and stuff like that, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and please share my videos. That way a lot more people can see my videos. Also, please always send me comments down below. Awesome. Thank you very much and have a great day, and remember, Spock on.